Hey there and welcome. So, what if I told you that the path to creating massive wealth isn't really about finding some hidden secret? What if it's about adopting a completely different way of thinking? Today, we're diving deep into that very mindset. We're going to distill the core principles that build fortunes designed to last for generations. Let's get right into it. It's the question we've all asked ourselves at some point, right? We're always looking for that one hidden trick, that single hack that's going to unlock everything. But what if the answer we're searching for isn't a secret in the way we think of it? And there it is. Building serious, long-term wealth isn't about finding a shortcut. It's about a complete and total mindset shift. Honestly, it's kind of like installing a whole new operating system for your financial life, one that's built on three really fundamental pillars. Let's start with the first one. Okay, so first things first, it all begins with the foundation. Before you can even think about strategy or tactics, there's this crucial shift in perspective that, well, it separates the wealthy from pretty much everyone else. This right here, this is a huge one. Most of us, we're on a kind of treadmill, chasing a higher income, a bigger paycheck. But the wealthy, they're focused on something completely different. They're asking, what can I own that generates money for me? That is the fundamental leap from working for money to having your money work for you. So what exactly is an asset? Well, it's anything that puts money in your pocket without you actively trading your time for it. We're talking about businesses that run themselves, a stock portfolio that grows, intellectual property that pays you royalties. The key takeaway, these are things that make you money even when you're sleeping. And with that mindset, your whole concept of time just stretches. See, a trader might be thinking in years, but a dynasty builder, they're thinking in generations. They aren't just asking, will this make money next quarter? They're asking, will this asset still be generating wealth for my great-grandchildren? It's a totally different ballgame. Okay, so once that foundational mindset is in place, what do you actually do? Well, that brings us to our second pillar, the strategic levers you have to pull to actively build and multiply your wealth. This right here is probably the single most important skill for building wealth. It's called capital allocation. See, it's not about working harder. It's the art and science of placing your money where it can multiply all by itself. I mean, they say the world's best investors spend almost all of their time just thinking about this. And this is the question that's at the very heart of capital allocation. Where will 1 rupee become 5? It's such a simple lens, but it forces you to constantly be on the hunt for opportunities with the highest possible return. Every single decision gets filtered through this one powerful question. And this just lays it out so perfectly. This is the difference between gambling and smart investing. It's all about finding what they call asymmetric upside. It's a fancy term for a simple idea, finding situations where you risk a little for the chance to gain a whole lot. They aren't afraid of risk. They're just obsessed with stacking the odds in their favor. On top of that, there are 2 other massive levers they pull. First, information. Knowing something before everyone else is a huge advantage. And second, distribution. When you control the pipes that deliver value to people, you effectively control where the money flows. So you've got the mindset, you've got the strategy. The final pillar is all about hitting the accelerator. This is the engine that takes a solid foundation and turns it into something truly massive, something that can sustain itself. Forget what you see on TV. The truly massive opportunities in life, they don't come from a computer screen. They come from people. A powerful, trusted network isn't just a social thing. It's a financial asset. It's a deal flow engine that brings you insights and opportunities you would never, ever find on your own. And here's the secret that really separates the big players. They rarely use only their own money. Leverage, using other people's money, or OPM, is the tool that allows you to amplify everything you do. It's how you can seize an opportunity that's 10 times bigger than what your personal savings would ever allow. And now we get to the real engine that drives it all. If there's one magic ingredient in this entire process, it's this: compounding. It's that quiet, relentless force that turns little acorns into giant oak trees. And you know the biggest mistake people make? They don't give the tree enough time to grow. I mean, just look at this number. If you take 10 lakh rupees and just let it compound at 20% a year for 20 years, it becomes nearly 3.8 crore. It's not magic. It's just math, time, and a whole lot of patience. This is the engine of wealth creation, right there in action. So we've gone through the mindset, the strategies, and the engine of scale. But how do we pull all of these powerful ideas together into one single unifying thought? It all boils down to this one sentence. This is the whole thing. It's about owning things, not just earning a salary. It's about making sure those things can scale, that they can grow bigger. And it's about giving them time, enough time to let the magic of compounding really do its work. And that brings us to the final and really the most important question, the one that's now for you to answer. The framework is clear. The principles are all laid out. The only question left is this: what asset will you start building today?